Good evening. Welcome once again to another exciting issue of Hearthstone Comics presents Killswitch Crew, One Night in Paris. I'm your editor-in-chief, Jolene, she, her, and with us this week we have the Cavalier, played by Rich, Razzle, played by Chris, and Hole, played by Mark. So pr let's go. I was about to but jump to Chris, then I realized you weren't in the last. Rich, give us a previously on for like some of what Cavalier was up to back in Transylvania.
If I remember it all correctly, which I may not, we found out that the real villain was not Dracula, that the brides of Dracula were good friends with the mortal who he was going to marry, and they knew nothing of this ritual that we were sent to stop. And it turned out that we were all patsies. We were
Yeah,
patsies.
and Cavalier was the one that found that out. Uh, and yeah, if I recall, he was not pleased, and he's just like, "Well, we don't need to do this now."
That's right. We can just
Yeah.
quit. You're not going to
Hole,
explode the thing in my brain now, right?
Meanwhile,
Hole, why don't you give us one of the previously on like the whole what some of the stuff he got up to in last session?
yeah, I did the thing. I met our target with the assistance of the Cavalier, got her outside and into the hole. And then
Yep.
there was a fight with some Frankensteins, and Dracula showed up, and it was just a big party.
Yeah, you almost stabbed him with the Bowie knife
That's
of
right. Quinn,
yeah, the
Quince.
Quinn from the novel.
Yeah.
Razzle, why don't you tell us what like so what I narrated was you stealing the getaway limo, which looks like the Munsters Doom buggy, like their Doom buggy. Why don't you, if you're up for it, making up some of the stuff that some of the hijinks Razzle got up into last episode issue.
Uh, Let's see. Well, I think off screen, I think he had to rig things up a little bit because the limo that they were going to use, they had done something. There was a standard limo type thing. It looked really cool, but maybe it didn't have as much juice as maybe Razzle would want it to. So he spent a lot of time basically trying to jerry rig things up so that the getaway vehicle will be a little more getaway-y.
Eh, cool, cool. I will say you've probably had some time from Transylvania to getting to Paris, and like you've been uh plotting out your next move before you actually have to be extracted. So you can all clear at least one condition. Uh, but once that's done, we're gonna like cut straight to the safe house that you've acquired, which is look, it's a government dime, so they've got you a very nice safe house in a hotel, but they're like so like they don't want you to draw too much attention, so it's not like the best hotel, but they're not forcing you to live in like one of the flea-ridden places. So
The next place I've been.
as we cut to you in the in the safe house, what's the artist's what are the artists drawing Hole doing during this?
Hull found a good pizza place nearby and is sucking down some slices in a really gross way with the his little
Just right into the
glass
face.
bowl. Yeah,
Cavalier, what's Cavalier being drawn doing?
I think I imagine that the Cavalier is off to the corner of that panel of a whole ingesting pizza with a slightly disturbed look on his face. He's not sure how that actually works, but probably won't ask questions. Other
Feel
than that,
free, because
the Cavaliers perhaps sending some I have to look up texts to Jackal and has been left unread. So not sure where
yeah,
Jackal went to.
yeah, we're not, the writers and editors aren't quite sure what Jackal's up. He said he's got a plan. He's working something out. And we'll get back to you. But he went his own way for now. Razzle in this flash page. What's Razzle look like they're up to or reacting to?
I think we see Razzle like in his little cubby, trying to basically like replenish some of the gadgets and gear he went through. Like replenishing, make sure he's got plenty of the flashbangs and stuff like that that he went through and sneaking around the castle. And I think we also see him like, you know, rigging up a cell phone to turn it basically into an untraceable burner, and he's like texting like some of his family members about some of the cool stuff he's gotten up to and how awesome it is and how their boring jobs suck.
Our boring jobs suck. You get text back. You're a complete disappointment to the family. Do you really think you're going to goad us like this?
I just did.
Okay, Ryan. That's great.
It's all he's got. And he's also like, but you can also see him like flipping through like different, things that are going on in Paris right now, things that are on display, things that might be a big splash to mess around with. And I think we see him sort of flipping through. He's looking at all the things currently on display in the Louvre, and he looks and he sees this really cool sword that belonged to Charlemagne that used to be used to crown French nobility. And he's like, and he taps the screen and we see him start, clicky clacking away on a separate screen where basically he's got some sort of like little plot map thing laying out. And he keeps looking at the sword and looking back at the map and we see him plugging away and he starts to chuckle to himself as the plot map is slowly filling in with details and things.
So, as the others, you've got whole, maybe disgustingly eating pizza and Razzle chuckling to himself. Cavalier, how are you reacting to the Cavalier? How are you, obviously you're disgusted by the pizza, but do you have anything to comment?
Do you gain sustenance from this? Do you need sustenance anymore? My understanding
Yeah,
was that you are no longer human in any way.
I'm just a regular guy still. I just have some peculiarities is all. Besides, pizza's good. You should try some.
You retain the ability to taste that which
Yeah,
you engorge.
I guess so. I mean, feel
Then you
yeah,
have
sure.
tasted people.
I never thought of it that way. I don't really like to think about that part.
It makes sense.
Are you trying to pierce the mask, Cavalier?
Oh,
Ooh,
I think he
yeah.
inadvertently is.
Yeah, that's the beauty of these games.
If you do it, you do
Roll
it.
menace. And
Oh
if you have
man,
influence over them, you get that +1.
I believe you do. Most people do.
that's
Damn,
true.
I didn't realize how many conditions you had,
Hmm.
Paul.
He is full of conditions, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
just
I
now
almost
took
went off
one.
last time.
Whew.
All right, my menace is a 0, but I do have influence over you.
And no conditions
Oh,
marks.
and I have a +1 forward. I wrote down I have +1 forward, so I'll use that up so that I
Yeah,
don't
right.
forget.
Probably from doing such a good with job on the heist on the job.
Sure.
I think that's what
Mhm.
it was from.
Oh
That's an
yeah.
8. On Pierce the Mask 7 and 9, I get to ask a question. What weaknesses are you hiding?
Mm. Um, I think the biggest weakness that the weakness that I'm hiding is that I see this as more of a curse than it. Like I'm not happy with the way my powers are, the way I got them, the way where I'm not happy with any of this situation at all. I'm trying to, you know, make the best of it, um, and be as cool as possible, but that is not very cool. I'm pretty unhappy with the whole.
Hmm. Well, I do not dwell on the people I have vanquished. It is best to move on.
I mean, like guild.
It is best to move on. And he picks up the little menu to order food, starts just thumbing through it with no intention of ordering room service.
So wait a minute. Have you? I mean, you're like from space, right? So you've like conquered planets and stuff. Is that your deal?
I am a member of the choir. The choir has absorbed other planets and other societies. Choir of Yol is very
Yeah,
powerful.
but like you personally, like as an individual member of the choir, like is this your first time out, or like have you like been in it for a while?
I think you're trying to pierce my mask, and I'm
Oh,
gonna,
maybe I am.
I am
Yeah.
gonna fight that one. Can
All right.
I interfere? Is
Menace
there
is
interfering?
0. I don't know.
Is it you burn influence after the fact, right?
I guess so.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
how.
exactly like masks. So
Hmm.
to give them a negative.
Meddling with plots of others. Is it a plot? I don't know. I'll also use my +1 for what I've got. That's
That's right. Give them
smoker.
-2 on their move they just made after the roll. Cool.
And I bet I have. Let's see, which one is does pierce the mask? Yeah, -2 on that. So I'm just at a -1.
Just at a
'Cause
-1. You're
I'm
fine.
angry, but that's still a 9.
Damn, that's still real good, but
I'm not gonna burn my influence. I guess I will just have to answer a question. Dang it. What's your question?
Um,
In the fiction, you were asking how long has the Cavalier been doing this, but is
yeah.
there another like Pierce the Mask question or
Um, how could I gain influence over you?
hmm. If the Cavalier offers you an ability, the chance to change how your powers work and you buy into it, then
Hmm.
you would have influence over him.
All right.
I have not been on Earth for a very long time. There's another of the choir who is here.
Oh, so you're like a duet.
We are nothing like a duet.
Oh, you don't get along.
She rejected my people's ways and lives in hiding
Oh, solo act.
for now. I think we should kill her.
Whoa. That's a pretty big jump from dinner.
Uh, d- what is the amount of time that you must digest before you will talk of capers?
Well, I was just planning on hanging out until we got another job.
We've been given leave to pursue whatever our fancy is, as long as it does not interfere with the organization's desires.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I mean, we got
Razzle?
So
an expense. I don't need to knock over a pizza joint or nothing.
Hmm.
Well, you want to do some murder? Like, is murder a regular thing that you people do?
No, it is quite irregular. Most people tend to see my way about things.
so it
But
sounds like
you
the Cavalier is putting forth a caper of murdering the other choir member.
And Rich is absolutely happy with getting shot down. I'm just trying to think, what does the Cavalier
yeah.
care about? That's a
Yeah,
thing
no,
he
it
cares.
totally makes sense.
So you're from space. Do you think there's any way to fix this? Space rock in me?
I do.
If I help you ice this alien chick, will you help me get it out or close it up or whatever?
You would prove that you are a true and loyal ally of mine, and I will help you to, at the very least, free your face so that it functions the way it used to. Perhaps a hole in your hand or in your chest? You have no need of the interior parts of your chest, correct? I believe I've punched through those, and then people seemed to die, but I thought that was due to blood loss. Is there anything here important?
Yeah, there's a lot of important things there. I prefer to just go back to just being Martin, but I'll take what I can get.
If you wish
Razzle,
to.
you up for some murders?
Oh,
It's a
what?
solitary single murder.
Uh,
Yeah, they're
I
like
mean,
potato chips though.
look, I mean, that's not normally my bag. But like,
Same.
if you guys are just looking for something to do, like I've got this idea, and he like brings over this this, sort of it looks like he's got like a big layout map of something, and he's got like little sticky notes and stuff like all on top of it. And he's picking it up and sort of moving it over to the main table. So, uh, murder, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna harsh anybody's vibe on that, but like, that's not my particular bag, right? But there, I like to I like to steal things, and there is something really cool that is being rotated in displays at the Louvre this week, and it is this, and he like takes out this little printout showing the Joyeuse, which is the sword of Charlemagne. See if
Yeah.
I can find a quick photograph of it. Oh, that should get you there.
Wow, what a URL.
Wait a second.
Holy
Did
crap,
it
that
do
just
did
keeps
it? No, no,
The
that
data
screwed it up.
URL.
That is not a URL.
Yeah,
That's screwed.
that's
It's a data image
whew.
mix up. Sorry. Let me delete
wow.
that.
I've Googled it. I see the
Yeah.
Wikipedia for it, and it is
Yeah.
pretty
Is-
fancy. What
So,
what special powers does it have?
well, well, according to like ancient legend, it was originally it was forged by the mythical Smith Gallant, and like it it could change colors, which admittedly isn't that cool, but it could also like shine so brightly they could blind your enemies. And the pommel, supposedly, I'm not sure about this. This is the kind of thing that like got circulated a lot, but the pommel supposedly carries a fragment of this of the spear of Longinus, which pierced the supposedly pierced the side of Christ. And so it's like, but the really interesting part is like they have continually used this sword during a lot of French history to crown their kings. And they don't have kings anymore. Like they did away with those. Good, which is probably a good idea given the history of French kings. But uh, they are rotating that sword out of the main display, and it is doing it when they rotate it out. It will be a perfect time to when they move it to like their primary display place before they take it out of circulation to like clean it up and everything and redo the display case. It will be the perfect time to grab it, make off with it, and you know, and make light of France's various super types and the security at the Louvre, which I've always wanted to do.
My understanding
Like,
is that the security at the Louvre is rather porous.
I mean, supposedly yes. It has
Then
a
this will
checkered
be very
history.
easy for us.
I
Have
think
you secured a
recently
buyer, or do you wish to wield it, Razzle?
I don't have a buyer yet, but like it's one of those things somebody's gonna want. Somebody's gonna want
Hmm.
it a lot because like there are a whole lot of I mean I don't want to talk badly about my potential customers, but like there are a whole lot of like, crazy megalomaniacs who just love the idea of like holding a sword that like some ancient emperor used to hold. And like this is one of the few like actual like specifically traceable relics back to a particularly famous like French king. They love that stuff. Somebody's going to want to like be able to say that they now hold the sword of Charlemagne and claim suzerainty over France or something, some nonsense like that. Like that part doesn't matter, but the fact that like we'd be the ones who stole it right out from under the French noses and sold it off to whoever, whichever crazy megalomaniac wants to buy it and pretend that they're Charlemagne. It's going to be awesome.
And may I see the facsimile that you have that we will use in instead of the Joyeuse when we steal it?
Oh, that's one of the things I've been working on. Like the sword. I mean,
So you instead worked on this map
well,
with the post-it
this is the
notes.
layout of the layout of the Louvre, and this is like what I've been able to piece together of like how they're going to do the display rotation in this next round. So we know
Mm.
kind of what the display is going to look like, how the sword is going to be secured, and like what the security perimeter is going to be like around the museum during this time. Given the recent history of the Louvre security, like I suspect they've probably tried to up their game.
They
Mm.
got
So
any
I mean
supers on security?
that I have heard rumors of, and I've been trying to pinpoint who would be their most likely folks that are involved. And he like has like a quick list. And out of character, Jolene, do you want me to just sort of kind of throw together a couple of possible French hero names or
Sure, I've got one Parisian hero, but I welcome
Oh man,
players making
Parisian
up
hero.
characters.
yeah, like maybe everybody could come up with one. Like if
Yeah,
that'd
that's
be
Nice.
so we'd have like maybe four. We have like three or four of them that are possibly on security.
I'm not going to make one up
yeah, you can
because I
use one.
specifically I think not one in canon because I don't know any of the Marvel French characters other than
And again,
Canadian French.
so
Those.
you do not have to limit to them to French, but I just happen to know one. So,
Sure. I mean,
because
let's
heroes travel, especially since there was a big brouhaha in Transylvania, things are hot in Europe right now.
Mhm.
Nice. There's actually the RPG. Oh shoot, what was it? Was it Mutants and Masterminds? I think they had WatchGuard, which was a third-party supplement of it. They came up with a bunch. They had a totally awesome artist. They came up with a butt ton of supers
And
for it, and they had
they
this
had
little French super team that I loved. So that's where I would probably go.
go for it. If uh
Unfortunately, she's probably going to kick the shit out of us. That's the sad part, is that
Well, that's hopefully your Heat doesn't get the five, because that's when like the full-on team shows up probably.
this will be, oh,
So,
yeah. I mean, these are very French Canadian, but
yeah.
screw it. Here is
Yeah,
the character, Gravitas. I think she looks
that's a
cool.
that's a that's damn. She's cool.
I
That,
know,
that, that
right?
is
Yeah,
that is a very that is a very Maple Leaf themed gravitational
Uh-huh.
costume.
It is very, very Canadian. They're super duper Canadian. Maybe
yeah.
they're
Definitely
on
writing
loan.
her name down in the Europe section. So
So I've got like very easy mode Reynard the fox.
Mm.
Oh,
Like
that's
he's
great.
yeah,
speed dexterity.
yeah. The one I put down was Crimson Fox from
Oh,
DC
That name sounds
Comics.
super familiar. Yeah.
If you ever watched
well,
the show
I mean if
Powerless, she was in that.
Oh, who is she in Power? So Crimson Fox was Crimson Fox in Powerless?
Yeah, she's got a real weird costume. It does not look very fox-like at all. It's like red cow type thing. Yeah,
Cool.
but she was like one of the heroes that sometimes showed up.
Oh, there we are. Oh, yeah. Okay. I kind of remember her.
let's see the other one I had an idea for like oh that's a good French name. Uh I had one that I had from a long time back called Le Chevalier, but that might step on Cavalier's toes, or it might be a perfect match for Cavalier.
Nah,
It was
yeah, I'll get confused.
okay.
Le Petit
Um,
Chevalier.
Chevalier.
Mount Noir. Is that
Those are-
yours,
yeah,
Mark?
the Black Mantis, only French.
Love it.
Like a probably like flavored like a Parisian Batman, basically. Yeah.
Oh, does it wear the no, that's British. I'll shut up.
Is they're not far from one another, so you can
Yeah.
go with it.
Um,
Like it's what, a train ride away for
Hmm.
normal people?
About 4 hours. Yeah.
And superheroes got like fast shit.
it's true.
Some of them can just run there.
Gravitas could fly there.
Yeah. Anti-graviton field. Damn.
She,
Yeah.
yeah, she's got gravity power. She's tough.
Yeah. She mess you up.
She will mess us up.
So, like, since you're villains in the world, presumably some of you know of some of these heroes and their capabilities. Like Crimson Fox is it's kind of Wolverine-like, kind of Hellcat-like, but
Hmm.
like she seems to, you know, whenever like villains talk about like her, like they talk about the Phantom, where like, yeah, no, I killed her, but she's still going. It's weird.
That's always nice.
But as the readers know, there's more than one.
Ah,
She's got a twin sister
Hmm.
that does this with her. So they alternate.
neat.
Matt Noir, you said he's Parisian Batman, basically.
Yeah, basically Parisian Batman,
Nice.
Black Mantis.
And Reynard the Fox is like a speedster.
Think of him more closer to like a Spider-Man Daredevil type figure. Like
Okay,
he is quick, quiet, and martial arts based, mildly superhuman reflexes, that sort of thing.
cool. That's cool, cool, cool. So yeah, so these are some of the names you all know of and bring up in conversation, presumably. You have no clue if any are on security. That's what. But
But maybe they are known to be in Paris.
yeah, they
So,
protect Paris in various ways. So jumping back into the scene, thanks. I believe it was Cavalier was asking, who do we know his own security? And Razzle was like, well, I know these people are around. And I guess like you each was like, oh, I've heard of this one. Maybe like, ha has Cavalier fought Gravitas before?
Yeah, but since in my backstory, the only person who's defeated
Defeated
me,
you.
captured
Yes.
me, the person who captured me was Mindbreaker. So I think maybe Gravitas nearly fought the Cavalier to a standstill, but the Cavalier had infected a few people and used them to distract
Yeah.
Gravitas and
She had to
absconded.
save others versus catching you.
It's very easy to prey on the niceness of Canadians.
It's true. She was apologizing every time she punched me.
The French Canadian, they would not apologize.
Sure. Yeah.
What little I know from the show Letterkenny.
Oh, but yeah, if she's French
And
Canadian,
I
that
guess
all bets are off.
sorry. Um right. So Razzle's pitched this alternative. Hole, which are you like, obviously the ball is in your court.
I mean, I'm definitely less of a murdery guy, but if Cavalier is gonna help me out, I think I gotta go with that.
Well, I got to see you bring this up in character. And
Yeah, I mean, Razzle, that's a great plan and everything. It seems like an awful lot of work. Um, and I think you know, taking out some alien chick is probably going to be a lot more lower profile than this whole circus you got here. You think Rockwell's going to be cool with like riling up French everything?
Are you kidding? The current American administration, like they hate the French. Like they're all about showing them up. Like it's because they voted
Cavalier.
against them in the UN on something. I don't know, but like look, whatever y'all want to do, like I'll go along with. I'm just saying, like you know, this other alien, if she was originally like someone with similar abilities to Cavalier, like
No
I,
problem.
that seems like a tall order. Like it would seem like a tall order to me if you told me like we need to go take out the Cavalier, and if this person is similar to the Cavalier, like she was also in the choir at some point, like that to me says that is probably not a low profile fight.
Really? I feel like I could take out the Cavalier pretty easy. He doesn't really like fighting that much, so.
I do not.
are you cowing and rebuking the Cavalier?
Ooh.
Ooh, am I? Hmm.
Mm,
Um, am I?
I don't know.
I don't know if I think I'm just pointing. I'm not trying I'm not cowing or rebuking. I'm just pointing it out. If
Just
if,
yeah,
if it
just
was
calling
pressed
him
in my
just calling
mind,
him
yeah,
weak. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Not saying it's bad for being weak. I'm just saying,
Well, okay, okay, let's think about this. We've got um what do we know where this person is generally?
I
Like, do
have
we
no
have an
idea.
idea?
She is in hiding.
Hmm.
oh, well, that's gonna throw a wrench into it.
Not that no one has tried to find her, I would think. No one knows she is here, but we do. That will give us an advantage.
Do you know if she uses similar abilities to you? Like, does
I
she
would
have those
assume so.
like
Not to put a. Does she have like the same attitude as you?
I believe she is very evil.
Not really answering the question though. I mean, like, would she like if you went around saying, "Hey, there's some alien chick who's kind of being an asshole." Do you think she be the kind that would stand out,
I
or
see. I see. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. I am find that that is not very helpful, but I wouldn't want to lie to you. Holt.
no, you don't want to lie to us.
Okay, we know this person is somewhere on Earth.
Mhm.
Um,
Would assume that
ha-
the organization, who was able somehow to capture me, would have information on her as well. Do you have any favors with our captors and overlords?
Yeah, why did they capture you instead of her?
It's likely that they wanted the most powerful of the two of us.
Or the ones easier to catch, maybe?
Perhaps. But I don't think that's the case. So, have we decided on a caper? Like, I'm out of character. Just I don't
oh,
care. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
it sounds like the Cavaliers, caper proposal has won the vote because Hole really wants help with not being whole anymore.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So are you seconding? It sounds like Hull is seconding the Cavalier's
I
caper.
am. Yeah.
All right, you take influence over the Cavalier.
Ooh.
Yep. You got my
Yeah,
back. You can take influence over me.
yeah. If the caper you seconded, wait, is chosen, take influence over the leader. That is right. So yeah, once everyone has a chance to abstain, second or counter, then everyone votes. With three people, it's easy to do. We already did. Whoever suggested the chosen caper is then designated as the new leader. So Cavalier is
That
the leader for
thing.
this
I'm so
caper.
sorry. I did not know I would end up being a leader. Can't believe I'm your leader. Oh, you guys, you're in so much trouble.
I mean, that feels like what Cavalier wants to be, right?
Does he though? I think he wants to work through others. I think he wants to be the kingmaker kind of, but also he
But he
doesn't
wants,
mind being in charge, so it's tricky.
yeah, plus like he does infect people.
He does.
Mm,
I think maybe he likes to be the kind of the power behind the throne. Like
Like the
he doesn't want to be the guy on the throne. He wants to be the guy
yeah.
working the guy like a
He
puppet.
wants to be in control. He just doesn't want to be the first person that gets punched.
Yeah.
even though he can take it, he's
Understandable.
pretty strong.
Razzle
He
also
is.
does not want to be punched. Like that. I think
It's true.
I
we
don't
share
mind
that
so
preference.
much.
You don't mind about getting punched? The hole can
Yeah,
get punched. You can punch a hole.
that's fine. That's life.
All right, so
So
the
I
caper's
Okay.
been
guess
decided. Now we do planks.
Yeah, we'll take a bio break.
Yeah.
I normally, so how it's written is when you come up with the caper, I come up with the planks.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, I did it the opposite way last time just because it's
right.
easier for the GM to come with a setup plot.
Okay.
All
So,
right. So
Sounds good.
see you in 10 to 15 at max.
okay.
Sweet.
Start recording again. All right, you said. And do I say we're back? I don't know. I just did. So the caper is we must kill Archon. The planks, the obstacles that the villains, will have to deal with and overcome and research to get around it. I've chosen five of them because you're trying to kill a major, theoretically, potentially powerful figure. At least, they're important to one of you. So, first, you must acquire intel on her whereabouts. How you do that? Again, that's the player's discretion. It sounded like there's a couple of theories. You must take out her roommate. You'll need to keep Reynard the Fox busy. You'll need the compliance of the Court of Miracles. And you'll have to set an escape via the catacombs. because you're in Paris, so that just seems like a fun set piece.
It just turns out she's in Paris. That's appropriate. I like it.
Yeah, well, it's easier that way. But yes, so, you know, metafictionally, obviously, those are the things that you'll need to deal with. How we get about like so like clearly, I guess some of you know the Court of Miracles runs crime in Paris. So like that's how you know you'll need compliance of them because hey, nothing happens here with our say so. Unless you specifically want to make enemies with them. But
I do not specifically want to make enemies with them.
so I turn it back to you all.
So maybe we should try to talk to someone at Liberty Project and see if, I mean, if they got you, Cavalier, they probably got some line on her, right?
I think that is a sound approach.
I can,
Who has yeah,
try and hack into the system a little bit and see what
There we
details I
go.
can get.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
is better
right.
than talking to someone.
Yeah, I'm not a great talker with them.
And before I
Well,
forget, since we've started a caper, correct?
Yes.
Plan.
Afterwards, yes. Where is the thing? When you initiate a caper as an alliance, add two to the plan pool. So the plan pool should start at one. The heat is currently, I'll say two. So add two to the plan pool. Somebody else do this while I'm reading all this stuff. It's on the player characters tab. So, uh, does the leader have influence over every ally?
Do I?
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure you do.
I do.
All right, add two plan. So it should be at five total right now.
Hmm.
Does everyone have the same purpose in the caper?
Yeah.
So Cavalier's purpose is just to make sure that Arclight doesn't rat him out.
You mean Archon, right?
Archon, sorry, why did I say?
Yeah.
So,
Well, Arclight was the hero
Arclight's the
that
superhero
captured
that
you.
captured me. Yeah. So
twins.
hopefully Arclight's not involved. That would be not be fun.
Oh man, the Arc twins. Anyway, Archon. So I don't know if that disqualifies or not, but he's stated as she needs to die, but in actuality, he just doesn't want her to rat him out and thinks,
Mm.
oh, well, obviously she's going to rat me out, so she probably should die. So he would be satisfied if it turns out she genuinely says, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to turn you in." So you judge that however you wish.
I would say that's not at a cross purposes because dying is killing her. Killing her is still on the table for you.
Yeah, it is.
But does
I think
anyone else
Razzle
razzle?
is a little bit iffy on the let's go murder
Yeah,
this other alien
I
person.
suspected that, and I think
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good point of
All right. So that
tension.
just
So,
means you don't get another plan.
okay.
Does any alliance member mistrust the leader or the alliance?
I'm not sure about Razzle's not really sure about the Cavalier. Like this sort of let's go murder this other alien came out of the blue. Like,
Yeah,
he's a
that
little
sounds like
nervous.
remove one plan. So, two, four, so down to
Man,
four.
we'd be better
Uh,
off if you weren't part of the group, is what I think you're saying to me.
is your alliance ill prepared or off balance?
I don't think
I don't
so,
think
because
so.
yeah,
I
we
don't think
have.
so.
I think
You
we're
weren't
fine.
dropped in the middle of this. This is something you're planning.
It's true.
Yeah.
Uh, yep. So, the leader can mark a condition to avoid removing a plan from the pool.
I'm not marking a condition for these people.
Yeah. Uh, yep. And then it's usual like team, spend one for one to help others or shift your labels if you're doing it selfishly. So, I mean, you got four plan. That's pretty good. So,
We're good at plans.
All right.
Executing plans, we'll see.
Well, that is a move, right? No, no, that's the move I removed because
Yeah,
I
how come?
avoid you.
Wasn't it good?
Well, so execute a plan was once uh you basically roll plus plan spent to cross off a plank.
Without
Hmm.
actually playing through it?
Yeah. When I'm like,
Weird.
but you can just accomplish those with basic moves. So
Yeah.
why add that extra step? So I took it out.
Fair. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Because I'm like, that's, the first time I played it, I was like, this seems extra. I'm like, it does. But cook up a scheme is the way to add more plan to a pool, which
Mhm.
is pretty cool. Uh,
That's fun.
yeah. So it sounds like Razzle, you were like trying to hack something.
Yeah. Yeah. That is not part of his particular like superhuman skill set, so he's going at this like a regular person. So like, but he is kind of a tech savvy nerd. So let's see.
So I guess the question, I know, is this, are you cooking up a scheme and which is, describing your scheme and how it's carried out. On a hit adds a plan to the pool. You gain infamy on a 10 plus. And then on a 7 to 9, you get like a negative, obviously. Or is this
Well,
just, do you think is it a straight up unleash?
well, it can't be an unleash because it's not technically in my ability set, but I have a move called casing the joint, which lets me
No.
scope out a possible mark, whether it's a person or a place. So could I use that?
Um,
Because it says I can scope out a possible mark, whether a person or place.
that is true. I'm trying to think. And you are doing this to hack
To find information on Archon.
Archon. Okay.
Right, the person we're after.
Right. I would say I don't think that this move specifically will help you get the intel to find their whereabouts. Does that make sense?
I
Because like
understand.
uh
It's kind of vague on that, so
yeah, because
that's
like
perfectly okay.
so it's like the way I read the way that that describes to me is like you're following someone or you're like checking out the museum. Like if you were doing the sword thing, you're casing the joint,
All right.
literally the name of the move. Um, but like if you're trying to hack into Liberty Project's data, that seems a bit harder when you're in Paris.
We do have a connection to them. And I know they've got that, Raz has the standard computer equipment there, which he can rig up to try and do something. It's just he's really good at burglary and theft and gadgets and traps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, I get
but
it.
they did have hacking as a separate like optional power, so he did not take that as one of his ones. So should I roll like the assess or is there another move?
Let's see. I think rolling Unleash makes sense,
Okay.
right?
Concentrate
I
on
mean,
okay,
or are
concentrate on
you
the
like,
burglary and
yeah,
hmm?
oh, so maybe you're trying to like steal stuff that can help you hack Liberty Project?
I'm not sure how to go about it. It's like I said, the like I'm like he's tech savvy enough to do a general hacking thing, but he's not a super hacker. Like that's
Yeah.
not his that's not in his super abilities kind of thing. So
So I guess the question is, what are you doing? Like, what
okay.
is Razzle doing in the fiction?
I think he is he's logging on to probably the info system that we normally would have access to about like the stuff we're supposed to do. And I think he's trying to basically figure out a way to backdoor into their general database and see if
Gotcha.
he can find something on Archon.
Gotcha. Let's some of like the results for some of the moves to see which um I'd say I could see an argument for distract someone.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah. Because, like, if you distract them from what's really going on, that means you're getting the information that you're looking for.
Okay, let's go for that. So let me jump back to
Trouble,
Tiberius.
trouble, trouble.
I'm at two trouble. I'm very troublesome.
So, yeah, you're logging onto the thing. You're just trying to weasel your way around.
And I'm not doing an
Ooh,
absolutely terrible job today. That is a
ooh.
5.
Mark curses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who or what do you blame for this?
Oh, I blame the crappy setup in this hotel. Like this is an older hotel. Like the electronics in here are substandard. My computer keeps fuzzing in and out on me. Like obviously this is a problem with the substandard infrastructure available at this hotel.
Yeah, so like as like the writers are having you do what does Razzle think hacker slang is? Or what does the writer of the comic think common hacker slang is?
Oh
And
gosh,
how
he's
dumb is it?
oh it's all like it's basically like they cut and pasted just random terms from the movie Hackers.
Nice,
Like, because they
nice.
saw Hackers, they thought the movie was cool, which it was. But like they are just like throwing it all in there, and they're making it look like they're making it look like Razzle is doing that sort of like, I've got multiple keyboards, and that makes me hack even better kind of thing.
Yeah. I asked because like 90s Robin, Tim Drake, they would have him say things like, "This guy's got real hackitude. I'm gonna send him a nasty gram." And I'm like, "Oh, buddy."
No,
90s babe. So, as you're like doing all this, all of a sudden you lose control of your computer entirely. And all of a sudden, it's taking over and the video chat opens up and there is Director Rockwell. Can I help you, Razzle?
and Razzle just looks surprised,
Hey, you
and
get Rockwell on there?
Oh,
yeah, I did not think that would. He immediately tries to play it off. I did not think that would work, but it did.
Whew, about time we heard from you. Jeez, we missed you.
did you now? Well, you've got my attention now.
Great, great. So here's what we're trying to deal with. We were trying to find out some stuff about this player in that we think is in Paris and might be causing some trouble. And their name is, and he glances like kind of over his shoulder nervously at the Cavalier. We think their name is Archon. Not sure how to spell it, but probably Arkhan, kind of like R plus like Genghis Khan, maybe? Is that not right?
That is in no way right.
Hmm. I see. And you thought about doing this by hacking my systems.
We figured that would be the quickest way to get in contact with you. Yes, we figured that would work. Like, and he goes into general blather, and he's trying to basically say just distract her with his absolute nonsense.
Take a powerful blow as the thing shocks you.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, look, I don't have any current conditions marked, so
Yep.
ha, 3.
And there you go.
Oh, dang.
So
So
he like deftly blathers his way around the glare that she gives him, and his fingers are off the keyboard as the spark jumps.
okay. Archon. Well, you're in Paris, so that's good for the extraction. But I suppose that we can make a deal if all of you are willing to make a deal.
Mm,
We'll listen to what you consider
I,
as a deal.
Well, I will give you her last known address. In exchange, you will add 10 years to your service on top of acquiring something that she has that I want.
We will
and
acquire
like
what it is that you want in exchange for her location.
It's all or nothing.
Hmm.
Cavalier, I don't think we are ever getting out anyway, so 10 years is nothing. Let's just do it.
Razzle's eyes are like kind of like expanding like at the 10 years. Like everything
And
else,
like,
nothing else phased him. Like an extra 10 years.
yeah. So,
Um,
and like, as the gist, every job you do for her is 10 years off your sentence. So it's basically just one more job, but she does keep trying to do this.
I say, yeah, we never actually like we never actually lose that actual 10 years. Like it never seems to
Yeah.
actually come off. It's
Yeah.
always amorphous. And he's just seeing like another plus 10 and he's like he looks over at Cavalier who just agreed to it and then at Hole who just agreed to it. And like, fine.
Hmm. Okay. And then, yeah, she gives you the address, luckily, it's there in the upper scale part of Paris. I don't know. I've never been. I assume there's different scaled areas like every city.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, they're numbered.
And
Every
she describes the device that Archon has that she wants. And Cavalier, like this is a method to contact your people. So you know exactly what she's talking about.
Hmm.
This is
Saint-Germain-des-Prés.
Yeah. Well, I'll wait till the phone call's
Yeah.
off before we
Yeah,
say
and it's
anything.
like pleasure doing business with you and your whole computer shuts down basically.
Oh, I thought she like sent me the info
Yeah,
like on the
yes.
computer.
Okay, well, we'll
The-
have it print out.
Basically, the computer itself shuts off, but the printer keeps going.
Yes, of course. Comics,
Definitely.
baby.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Cavalier, how old are you? Are you like a baby or are you like a million years old?
I am like a baby.
Hmm.
Are you not like a baby?
No, no, I'm not like a baby. Babies are like, yeah, big and
What is 10 years to you now in this new state that you wish to get rid of?
I mean, what, we live for like 80, 90 years maybe, so 10 years is a good chunk.
Are you sure that you will only live that long?
I mean, if I'm lucky.
Are you sure that you still age? And if so, what is it
I
that you
mean,
base this information on? I
I
When are
just
we
posit
kind
that
getting
of
out of here?
you
assume,
are
huh?
possibly immortal.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to even think about that. It's making me sick to my stomach.
Hmm.
Think about Razzle though. Razzle's just a dude, right?
I,
Razzle's a perfectly normal person. Like he's just like I'm like I'm not getting out of here until they get mad about paying to replace my hips. Like that's the only way I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to be able to leave until I'm so old and decrepit that it's more expensive to keep me up than it is to just cut me loose.
you needn't worry about that. They will definitely eliminate you before you become so feeble. I was trying to rebuke Hole because
Oh
I,
yeah.
Rich,
Okay.
know that he's got a fuck ton of
Yeah,
conditions, so I'm needling him.
go for it.
Sweet. So I will rebuke you for your weakness. And that is a roll plus menace, which I am not super menacey, and I did not turn in my I did not surrender my influence over you, so I will get a +1 because of my influence over you. And I have rolled something. A 10. Oh goodness, a
Ooh,
10.
boy.
So you mark curses, clear condition, or shift labels if you respond. And on a 10 plus, I can add a plan to the pool or clear a condition myself. I will add a plan to the pool.
Yeah, definitely responding. I'm just like, that's that's making me feel real bad. I'm gonna mark curses.
What? You're not gonna
Really?
you bastard. Okay.
All those conditions. He's like, nope, don't care.
No, I need
You,
them. That's
you hurt my feelings.
Do you do
yeah.
something when you have a lot
I'm
of
like sitting down
conditions?
and thinking about like, oh, that's the forever
Oh,
zone.
you're trying to get my final form happen.
Yeah.
Respect, respect.
You have a plan. I once was in a masks game where someone was trying to comfort or support another PC and they rolled a 6. And the player of the PC being comforted or supported was like, "Oh, well, I'll help you try to make me feel better." And then they spent, well, I can't remember, a team, sorry, plan
Yeah.
pool is what came to my mind. Spin a team and encourage them to comfort this character. And then I read the move and said, "And now you can do so and so if you open up to them." He's like, "What? I'm not opening up to you." Just to validate the move. It's so funny. It was
This
so hilarious.
wasted
That's
team.
great.
But
It was such a great
that
moment.
that is really funny. It's like, but why did you do that? You
Sorry. It
prevented them from
kept.
getting potential and wasted a team.
Yep.
So good.
It was so
That's
good.
very funny.
It was someone who was learning the system, and they're like, "No,
Okay.
I don't think my character would open up to you right now." I'm like, "Okay, sweet." The player was like,
Fair enough. I mean, that's the drama of that game, so I
it
love
was
it.
great. It was really great. It actually paid off in aces and spades. Yeah. Sweet. So you're
Yeah.
trying to go for a final form. So I'm never gonna comfort you again. I'll just rebuke you over and over, and you weren't allowed
Yeah.
to get some kind of superpower.
All right. Yeah. So how are you responding?
Yeah, I'm just having an existential crisis. Didn't think about that. Just sitting down
Just lots
and
of thought bubbles of like, fuck, am I gonna
just
what?
like black
What do
thought
you mean
bubbles. Just
don't age?
I do believe that you are no longer anything resembling a human.
well, we need to fix that. You said you
We
were
will
gonna
work.
fix it, so let's fix
Oh,
it.
yes. Yes, we will work on that together.
All right. So I'll
Restore
just
your
cross
weakness.
off the intel and the whereabouts. That was it.
Yeah.
That was a gimme.
It would be
But
kind of,
I guess you replace that plank with a different plank. So
yeah. That's a 10-year long plank, though. We'll be fine.
well, that and the communicator, but
Mhm.
Hmm. Yes. That, Rich is just telling you that communicator is not making it back to her, not functioning, not happening.
no, that's fine.
I know, I
She
know.
didn't specify. That had to be intact.
It's true. She should have been more clear.
But that
Sweet. So I posit that we go there and commence with retrieving this object and dispatch with
yeah.
the threat to us.
So yeah, some
Yeah,
of
what threads?
the intel that you receive, you get the address, you get her roommate because it's expensive. She's living with somebody, sharing the cost. Um, you've got information on who she sees in her personal life. She's dating this local guy. Um, yeah, but that's all other than like, birth date unknown, but what does she look like?
That's, I knew that was coming. I think she is not. I think she should look. I think she'd be like a person of color, but attractive female. Be like. Do they have any?
Maybe she looks like a young Eartha Kitt,
Mm.
like sort of not sort of completely like unassuming physically, like very small stature, but very dangerous for all that.
Sure. Man, she's got some intense eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Sure. I will find a cool pic of a young Eartha Kitt. I'm looking at a number of them. They're fascinating.
Yeah, she's dating this man, Robert Colomb. Robert, probably. There's accents. I'm too lazy to type them in. Which readers know is in secret Renard the Fox.
Mm.
A little adorable little asterisk in a side in one of the narrator panels. It's like,
Yeah, yes, editor's notes. Love them. All right, so your plan is you're just gonna go there, I'm guessing?
well, do we want to?
Just so we're clear, like this is Rich communicating to you guys. I think Cavalier's answer is always, "Oh, that is the thing. Let us go towards the thing."
Hmm.
I, as a player, am asking you to come up with more clever ways to approach problems. Feel free. It is a great idea for you to suggest smarter plans.
Yeah. And I'm here just
I
to
don't know if
react to
that is
most
in the
of your
whole
stuff. So.
wheelhouse.
Well, like Razzle is like, he's like looking through the documentation we've got, like the address, he's pulled up the city map on his phone, and is like looking at the area and what it looks like. And he's like,
It is conveniently just across the stand from the Louvre, by the way. It is
yeah.
right across the river. Right by Pont Neuf.
Razzle, how much is it? Are you just pulling it up and reading it yourself? Are you sharing it all?
I'm trying to share it all. Like he basically tries to like plug this into basically one of his screens so that he can kind of
Sure.
show Cavalier and whole exactly
Yeah.
what we're dealing with. And he's like, so here's the other thing, like, do we care if we piss off the Court of Miracles?
I don't know those guys.
It
I don't know
would
them
be
either. That's why I'm asking. Like, do we
it would
care
be
if we piss them
wise
off?
if we did not anger them.
I
It would
mean,
be an
I'm not
impediment
planning
to
on coming
future
back to
work.
Paris anytime soon, right?
Well, if victory costs us their goodwill, I am willing to sacrifice it.
We don't necessarily have to cost us. Like we could make contact with them and get clearance for this, but we don't know like uh how long we have to like make use of this intel. Like I don't know if this is she somebody that's going to see things coming? Like does she also have contacts with the Court of Miracles and we'll know if
Gotta
we
tip
make
her off.
inquiries?
Yeah.
So as you're like sharing the intel on the screen, Hole, you immediately recognize her roommate. It's your old friend Beverly Switzler.
Hey, Bev.
Ooh, what?
Oh, wow. Bet my old bud, but friend of mine, Bev is must be doing an au pair thing or something over here for someone. I don't. That's a how the hell does she afford that place? Jeez. Wow.
Oh,
Uh,
we will use Beverly as a point of insertion to get to Archon.
oh,
I,
I wish. But maybe maybe I should maybe I should talk to her and see if we can I can just get her to make herself scarce. Um wow,
Wait, do
that's
you are you not worried that she might tip off her roommate, who she presumably likes a little bit?
nah, Beverly's cool. We go way back.
Okay.
the Cavalier believes Hull. Hull currently has influence over him, so it's like, oh, okay, yes, this is a thing that's fine.
Razzle, do you want to
Yeah.
pierce the mask?
I think I do. Like something's weird's going on here. Like Razzle's kind of looking at him like,
Yeah, because like one of the planks is you got to take out the roommate. How you do
I'll
that
take her out.
I mean, we can
to a
remove her
nice
like
steak
presume
dinner?
if she's not. Yeah, hopefully, she's not also some sort of superhuman. Like, but the fact that Hole knows who this person is, like, has Raz a little bit worried.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
all right. So,
Roll plus
let's see.
menace.
All right. Well, I do have a little bit of menace. Not a lot of menace, but like I can menace slightly.
And you do have influence on him.
Hmm.
I roll a 5. So, like, does
Is that
influence
with
give
the
me?
influence? Influence
That's
gives you a
5
plus
base.
one, so you have a 6 total currently.
So, still nope.
You can
So,
spend
like,
plan selfishly if you want.
You could.
no. No, I think he's basically it's just like Raz is so like off kilter with all of this. Like he suddenly got another 10 years
All
of
right.
this insanity. Like he's just too off kilter to really focus enough on it. I think that's what's going on.
Hole, what question do you want to ask from that list of Razzle?
Ooh. What do you intend to do?
With the caper itself, like
I think next in general. Yeah.
oh, um,
But what are you giving away about your intentions, I guess?
I think you can definitely tell that I think Razzle is flustered with this whole idea and has only gotten more flustered with this additional interest of our director. And I think I think he's looking for a way to basically like to avoid getting in trouble, but he doesn't necessarily number one, he doesn't really want to kill anybody. Like that is definitely not his bag.
Hmm.
And number two, he's trying to think of a way to avoid giving the director what she wants without getting him in trouble. Right? Like having the director be able to contact whoever else out in space like seems like a bad idea. Like she's dangerous enough. She doesn't need outer space help. So you can tell like he's looking for ways to kind of sabotage things, but not obviously sabotage things. And he's definitely not gonna kill anybody. Like you can see that on you've known him long enough, like you can kind of see that like in his eyes, like that, like whenever it
Yeah.
focuses on what we're gonna do with Archon, like his eyes are somewhere else. He's never looking at anybody else. He's like, beads of sweat. Like, he was like he directly rubbing his stubbly cheeks, and just like, avoiding
Hmm.
that topic.
Um, I'm gonna see if I can track down Bev's number and give her a call, I guess.
You have you have her address, you have her the phone
Yeah,
number. People don't have cell
yeah.
phones.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna call her up and invite her out to the Do Mago, which is in her neighborhood, and yeah, I'll take her out for lunch.
See, while he's
Sure.
doing that, Razzle's going to take his opportunity to case the joint, as in the
Yeah.
actual joint.
Totally. Let's go with the case the joint roll.
Okay. Okay, so roll plus trouble here. Finally,
Mm,
7.
Wow. These
It took
dice
long enough.
wow, rough.
been real mean to you. All
Yeah, like I'm close to getting that curse count up to 5, but
right, you get to ask one.
let's see. Hmm. I guess what is the best way in? Like what's the best way into this apartment? I'm presuming it's an apartment.
Oh
And
yeah,
not
it's
like
a
not like she owns like a whole building or something.
nope, nope. They've got a nice penthouse apartment. That's through the skylight. It's always got to be. That's the coolest way,
I
you
mean,
know.
Luckily, I think we have at least one person who can fly. I can probably rig something up, but like I can't fly on my own. Like if you give me a little bit and I can probably rig up a set of like, grapples to get up there or like glider wings or something.
And before we cut a hole in the dinner date or lunch date with Bev, Cavalier, what are you up to during all of this?
I think, without informing Razzle that I am also casing the joint, I want to go and observe this apartment. What is what is she actually doing, she Archon? I am curious. So I'm not trying
Uh,
to figure out any way to do a thing. I'm just trying to understand, okay, this is one of my people who is in hiding. What are, why? What does she want? That's it.
yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of what she's doing as you're watching. You know, there's some so what the artists are drawing is like, she's like her depending upon when you're going, she's cooking a meal and then Bev is sharing it. Uh and like, presumably you're watching for an extended period of time. She's taking a few calls, you know, but like eventually she meets up with her gentleman friend, Robert. And that's when they go out, and it's like, bye, Bev. I'll see you later. Enjoy your reunion. And like, if as you're following, yeah, you can follow them
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a typical comic book style date.
Hmm.
Very very wealthy, restaurant that they go to. This, because she's living a nice life, and her boyfriend seems to be doing pretty well too.
Interesting. So I don't see her employed, but she seems to have some kind of wealth. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to pierce the mask of either of them, or?
Ah, yeah, I'll pierce her mask if I can do that from afar.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's like studying as well.
See the person beneath. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a menace of 0, so let me roll with no things. Ugh.
Nine's pretty good.
Is it worth doing something selfishly to get to a 10? I don't think I
Well,
need
you would get to ask
a few more
three.
questions.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know how to get the answer of what he immediately would want, which is how could he get her to never betray him to the choir? I don't know how you could possibly answer that, so maybe I can't ask that one. Uh, what does she care about presently?
Just her she cares about her life. She cares about her life in Paris is important to her.
Okay, that's helpful. Does she care about this schmo she's dating, or is it just a
Yes, no. Like there's a genuine connection between them.
cool? Huh, that's what I want out of the scene. Feel free to
Okay.
jump over to somebody else.
Yeah. So, are you meeting Bev at her place? Are you meeting her at the restaurant?
At the restaurant for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Um, how's Hole dressed? Is it the
Um,
classic?
I mean, I'm definitely trying to wearing normal person clothes. I'm I'm probably doing some sort of invisible man kind of bandage wrapping thing on my face, or maybe just like
A
uh
barak
like
bacala, whatever.
like a
Balaclava.
A big
N95 mask
scarf
or something, like a big, yeah, big scarf.
and the
Trying to be
fedora.
as unobtrusive as possible.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Look, I'm a big fan of trench coat fedora. Perfect
And
disguise.
Bev is
No one
very
looks
used to
past
that
it.
kind of disguise from, yeah.
I embrace
Yeah,
comic book
if a duck
tropes.
can hide that way, then yeah.
Yeah, and like, she shows up and immediately clocks you. He's like, Martin, oh my God, it's been so long. How are you doing? Okay, how are you? I know were rough last time.
Yeah, I'm out of the joint and I'm employed. Um, I was surprised to see you here. I guess you and Howard aren't a thing anymore, I guess.
It didn't work. He wanted to become a private eye or something, and then Doctor Strange said he had to go back
Uh,
to his universe, and
oh, well, that's too bad. So what brings you to Paris?
I, just decided to travel. Got a lot of money. Got a nice job here.
Oh, money from, yeah, cool. Yeah, me too. I got a expensive car. This is not me, by the way. This is by courtesy of the United States government, by the United States. My clients are paying for this. Yeah, I'm a
Your
business guy now.
your clients are the government?
Yeah, oh, a lot of different things happening, these days. So yeah, among lots of others, probably. Yeah, government. They
It
got
sounds
they got
it sounds like you're
budget.
trying to distract someone.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to keep her busy.
you're definitely trying to just keep her busy and like not clock on to what you're actually up to. So
Yeah. That's plus trouble, but also probably um
yeah, the only one you don't have marked is doubting, which is not distract
yeah,
someone. So you probably have -2.
yeah, paranoid is distract. Cool. Great. So is
So
that
you
a
got a
-1
minus
again?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, great. No problem.
It's- Dice seem to
Eight.
hate Chris, but like you.
I know. On an eight.
You get
They're fooled for a moment. On 7 to 9. Um,
choose one.
I mean, I think I'm gonna have to do it for some time if this is our plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, use them for some time.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
so
like
just hanging out, catching up.
wait,
Try,
your
I mean,
clients, what do you do for them?
oh, it is very classified. We would definitely be murdered if we said anything about the jobs we had to do.
Okay.
Me, yeah. I have a team. I have a
Martin,
team that I'm working with here, so
Martin,
it's
you
all
don't need to
pretty.
do things like that, right? You can be so
Yeah.
much
Oh, it's not
more.
crime. It's not crime. It's official government agency business. Did you know that Dracula lives here?
In Paris? I thought he was.
Nearby. I mean, Transylvania is close by. It's Europe. It's kind of all the same
Oh,
neighborhood, right? Yeah,
he's.
I thought he wasn't real either.
Oh, that's so crazy. Howard
Yeah,
said he owed him
he's a lot
money.
shorter than
Maybe
I
he was
thought he'd
right.
be. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think
Wait,
like,
what?
hmm?
Huh. Guy gets around, I guess.
Yeah. Uh, I think at this point we're gonna call it for the night.
He gets around.
'Cause I don't want to get too deep into this because hopefully Kay will be able to join us next week.
Cool.
Uh, uh,
Cool.
I think since like we can cross off, you must take out the roommate, but this means like Bev, you are taking Bev out as long as you are not, as long as you're with her. Like I mean, yeah. So like,
Right.
I'll be
Right.
able to explain it better, I guess. Like, she's not taken out completely yet, I would say. So I'm probably not going to cross it off
Yeah,
yet, but you're distracting her and confusing. Like she's buying into your BS currently.
yeah.
All right, so
Ooh,
let's we could do a quick we'll do a round of stars and wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh my stars, I love that whole BSing of Beverly. That was great. I love that you're like, I don't really kill people. Oh, you can fix me though? All right, I'll kill someone. Sure. And also like the existential dread of hearing that you might be immortal, which is like, yeah, I was thinking that the entire time. Razzle, I love like, I don't kill, I steal things. Stealing's easy, that's probably. But like, I don't know about this, and you're just like real like 10 years, I'll need a hip replacement at that point. And Cavalier, I just love that like Rich, I just love that you're like, we should kill her. Because like I remember you saying you wanted to figure out what Cavalier wants, and he's like, no, yeah, I want to silence my enemies. I don't want her to be a problem for me. Um, and just like following her and trying to figure out what she's up to and what she's doing here. And the Razzle, like I know like it's weird to give stars to die rolls sometimes, in my opinion, but like when you rolled that like three on take a powerful blow and you just like lift your hands up from the keyboard, that was a fun moment for me. Wishes, I look forward to Kay joining us and seeing out how the rest of this plays out because it's fun kind of like not knowing what the initial plot's gonna be and like just coming up with the obstacles.
Mhm.
But so like, a lot of it is me just reacting
Mm-hmm.
and I'm having fun with that, but it's also like, oh geez, I got no clue. Truly flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm like, all right, this is literally no prep gate GMing. Let's go in just straight up character keeper
Are we
order.
doing
Oh, right.
are we doing end of session stuff?
Yes, duh. Sorry,
End
I
of
jumped the
session?
gun. I jumped the gun. I forget. Look, there's so many things.
There's a lot of bits.
Yeah.
I
It's
I always forget
easier when
myself.
I
That's why I
have
remember it now.
it's easier when I've got the paper playbook like
Hmm.
move sheet in my hand because it's one sheet versus two tabs. Um, what is end of where is the end? Start and end of session. Character keep order. Chris, choose one. Cling to your sense of self and strike out on a caper on your own. Cling. I would actually. I don't think this makes sense
Nope.
because I would say this should be end of a story, not the
Hmm.
end of a session. If we're good with that. I consider this like the
Yeah.
midpoint of the comic, I guess.
Sure.
Sort of like the Star Trek Adventures style. Um,
Yeah, it's a short
Hmm.
series. On a longer series, I might want to rework it entirely, but for the
yeah,
purpose of
Yeah.
this, I think it works just fine.
yeah. All right. So then back to Stars and Wishes. Chris, Stars and Wishes.
oh, okay. Um, I love the planning bits when we're basically like, and the idea of like Razzle comes up with this thing, and like it just, immediately it's like, well, it was like, oh, this we can steal this thing, it's gonna be great. And then like we end up just the planning session just flips entirely when Hole decides like, oh, I can not be a horrifying like, walking singularity anymore. That's yeah, we'll take the kill quest. That'll be good. Like that, I just
Let's
thought
do
that
that one.
that outcome that outcome was just great. And like I love how just absolutely like how absolutely deadpan literally everything about the Cavalier t continues to be like he's like he's like this is exactly what we need to do. This just proposing like, oh, let's go murder this one other member of my particular group that's on Earth. Like just let's just go do that. It'll be fine. And like I really like how we kind of worked out like we came up with the supervillains for the or for the superheroes for the possibility of my plan, but then we immediately like got to segue, like Jolene, you immediately brought in the segue of like, oh, well, Renard is actually the boyfriend. And like, oh, that was a masterstroke. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe Reynard calls in his buddies to help if his girlfriend gets attacked. Who knows? So those are my stars.
Any wishes?
Sorry, I'm so used to doing that in a different round.
Yeah.
Number one, I want to see what Kay's character has to say about this jump in direction. Um, I want to see whether Hole will actually try to like take Bev out on the real date to get her out of the apartment, or if he'll just tell her he's going to and then stand her up so that he can help out and like be involved in the big fight and then have to deal with that repercussion later. And I really want to see how the Cavalier actually interacts with another member of the choir, even if it's a lapsed choir member or apostate or whatever she technically is.
Ooh,
Um,
apostate. What a great term. That's
Good
great.
one.
yeah. But I was thinking of like it sounded vaguely religious, so I'm like apostate might work. Maybe heretic, but apostate
That's
sounds cooler.
I like
Yeah.
apostate. That's really nice.
So, but yeah, I'm interested to see how all of that shakes in, and I'm interested to see like how we deal with Reynard.
All right. Mark.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Yeah, the Cavaliers being like super straightforward, being like, this is what we have to do. Um, uh, yeah, I like Star slash Wish. Really interested to see how and if the spaceman helps get the thing out of me thing goes. I don't know if you're just bullshitting or not, which is great to find out. Um, yeah, super great to play against. And Raz was like making the huge plan, and then we're like, nah. We're gonna go beat up a space lady instead. Um, and just going with it. It was great. And the first thing, hacking, getting fucked, and bringing in our director again, super good move. Um, I think this bit of Paris is just super fun to play in. I'm really enjoying the way that the NPCs are coming around. Bev shows up again. It's great. And yeah, I'm wishing to see how Kay fits in all this. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing how it all works out or falls apart.
And Rich.
I really appreciate playing with Mark because I know that he will leave openings in the way that he plays his character. And it was, I there are aspects of this reskin where I'm like, oh, it doesn't exactly work. Like the end of session is do a solo caper, and I mean that's where it's cool in concept, but it gets kind of old. It doesn't have the same punch as the end of session as masks, but the idea of rebuking someone to take off their conditions is pretty freaking cool. Like it allows the dots don't exactly connect to me. I have mocked you and therefore you reduce a condition that feels opposite, but the mechanical result in allowing for some of that internecine rivalry within a group of villains and having like the fact that there is a reward for it so the other player wouldn't necessarily in games like this where there isn't a mechanical reward. I have been in games where I felt a little picked on, and this flips that because I'm doing a thing to Whole that I'm communicating to Mark, hey, I'm trying to help you with these conditions. I don't know. I was really thrilled by that. That was I think my favorite moment of this game was realizing, well, hot damn, that's kind of sweet. Like there's a cool benefit for that. I think my internet just went weird or you guys all froze on me. So, big star
I
for
thought it was
me.
me. So
Um, Jolie, big, we're like uh, when Chris had suggested over email, hey, do we want to talk about the plan over email ahead of the meeting? Like, no, I just want to do it. And I'm like, oh, I felt nervous. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Now I have to think about what I want. I want these guys to talk about what they want, and then I don't have to know what I want. And literally picking driving somewhere with my son the other day. I need to know what my character cares about. And he gave me suggestions that I ignored, but it made me think about things. And I'm like, well, he'll just try to take care of the thing that he thinks threatens him and do it in the most direct way possible. So that was fun to do it extemporaneously. I always get like a little nervous around, oh yeah, we're just gonna improvise. I don't want to improvise, but it still was really good. So kudos to you, Star, for being bold. I appreciate that. Chris, thank you for playing the voice of reason. Yeah, we're gonna go kill a dude. Yo, I'm not into killing dudes. I wanted that, and I'm very happy with the way that you played Raz, pushing back on that. It we needed a voice of reason. Otherwise, we're just murder hobos, and that's super boring and not at all interesting. And I will now use that to transition to my wish, which is I wish that this is resolved with not killing Archon. Um, that's what Rich wants, not necessarily what the Cavalier wants. But the Cavalier could be satisfied by other possible outcomes. He just doesn't want to go back to the choir. That's really what he wants, guys. Uh, yeah, those are my stuff. That's my stuff. Thank you.
Okay. That's good to know because I was like, you're like because I'm thinking you're playing supervillains, so murdering people
Mhm.
feels common for a lot of you, I guess. That's in my my mindset. But it's good to know that you, the player, like, no, I want to see an alternate path. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
keep.
want an alternate path. That's why I want to make sure and put it in a wish. Since we have that breathing space to talk about it, I thought,
Yeah,
hey, I
totally.
should let you know that I will be satisfied with it not being that. That would be kind
Cool.
of cool.
Uh, a question based off the email thing. Should I don't know if I should have, like, because after I sent that email, I was like, maybe I should have just said we should talk about it in email, because it's hard to figure out. Because there was also on my end the worry. I was like, God, I hope like if people are at a loss, because I know what it's like being like the deer in headlights. I'm like, oh shit, then we're all going to be just like sitting there wondering. So, but luckily everything turned out great in my opinion. I loved the whole back and forth and
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
find
why I
that
think
way
it's a
easier to
star.
do in person
okay.
than over email. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was great. Um, thank you all for watching. And tune in next time for the conclusion of the Killswitch Crew.